Testing. Testing. Welcome to the show with Joe. I'm Joe. Okay, keeping on trend on new topics and things like that. Maybe this one isn't, it's pretty new. I'd say it's 2 weeks old. When does news, like new news, when does that end? When is it no longer new? Is it like a month? Is it 2 months? Is it a year or maybe more? Okay. So this one, we're going to dive into Jim Carrey a little bit and the situation that's going on here. And here's the man of the hour. Well, wrong side. Whoop, whoop, boop, boop. Right there. So remember that face, because what the speculation is that Jim Carrey wore either he had a body double, he had a mask, like a fake mask, like someone else was there for him as like a body double. He got cloned, or he had some bad plastic surgery. As a reminder, if you don't know Jim Carrey, somehow, some way, he got his start on Living Color. He had a bunch of other little things he was in that I would like to see one day, because I'm sure they're funny. But on Living Color from 1990 to 1994 for 126 episodes, and right as that ended is right when Jim Carrey took off with Ace Ventura. Where is it? Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, 1994. As soon as this ends, then he goes to The Mask. That's 1994. And Dumb and Dumber also in 1994. That's a crazy 3-movie year. That man had one, like, going from Itsy Bitsy Spider, whatever that is, to Living Color. He's doing good on TV. He's probably, like, just getting by after the first couple. And now 1994 comes. He nails it with Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber. I think they're all household names for movies. Then he moves on to Batman Forever, where he played the Joker, or the Riddler. People that like really like Batman did not like this one, but I have very specific memories of Jim Carrey as the Joker, or I keep saying Joker, the Riddler. The crazy part with him as the Riddler is they say that Tommy Lee Jones didn't like him, and he was Two-Face. Tommy Lee didn't appreciate Jim Carrey's humor, so like for some reason they made Two-Face, like Tommy Lee Jones' character, like overact. Like he was trying to like outdo Jim Carrey, and it came out really like silly. But also in the same series, like Arnold Schwarzenegger is Mr. Freeze. So let's just pull this up.
We're of two minds about what to eat first.
I hope you made extra.
Who the hell are you?
Just a friend. But you can call me the Riddler.
We'll call you dead is more like it. How did you find us here?
But then if I talked, what would keep you from slaying me, oh segregated one? By the way, that's never gonna heal if you don't stop picking.
Let's see if you bleed green.
Harvey? I don't think it's me you want to kill. That's just too easy for someone as powerful as you and you. But Batman... There's a challenge. Kill the bat! Sounds like a good idea. But have you thought it through? A few bullets, a quick splash of blood, and then what? Wet hands. Post-homicidal depression. Why not humiliate him first? Expose his frailties. And then when he is at his weakest, crush him! I see that sparkle in your left eye. I can help you get Batman. Who is Batman?
You have broken into our hideout. You have violated the sanctity of our lair. For this, we should crush your bones into powder. However, you pose a most interesting proposition. Therefore, heads, we accept, and tails, we blow your damn head off.
He lives. So yeah, that scene didn't really show up, but there's a couple of really cringy ones, like cringier than that even. But I mean, that's what you grow up on that. That's great. But yeah, so anyways, he goes from the classics, and then Batman Forever, then Ace Ventura again the following year. The Cable Guy, which is a cult classic. It's pretty funny. Liar Liar right after that. I feel like everybody had that DVD, right? The Truman Show, everybody knew that one. Like, that's a crazy movie. That movie tripped me the heck out when I was younger. Don't know that movie. Man on the Moon, he was Andy Kaufman. He just became a guy for, 6 months? He just pretended to be a different comedian who was somewhat similar to him. Me, Myself, and Irene, underrated, 2000. He's killing it. The Grinch, killed it. I've heard The Majestic's good. Never saw it, though. Bruce Almighty, I mean, everybody knows that, right? Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, a serious role, but awesome. Still great movie. Don't know that one. Series of Unfortunate Events, people love that book. Fun with Dick and Jane, 2005, another great movie. Little more serious, but also classic Jim Carrey. Number 23, never saw it, but heard it was decent. Horton Hears a Who, kids' movies are gonna kill it. Yes Man, awesome. I Love You, Philip Morris. I don't know that one. Christmas Carol, don't know it. Don't know that. He was on The Office for he was supposed to interview to be the new boss, and he was from the Finger Lakes, and that's what he really was focused on. This was the year he fell off, and I think it was Mr. Popper's Penguins. People did not like this movie. Kind of a random choice. Incredible Burt Wonderstone. I've heard of it, never saw it. I don't know if it's good or not either. Kick-Ass 2 is good. I forgot what he was in, so that's why I'm so excited. And also, Jim Carrey is the man. I love Jim Carrey. Anchorman 2, I mean, obviously, gonna get money off that. Dumb and Dumber 2 sucked. That was the worst movie I've ever seen. That was so awful. And I can't believe that was 12 years ago already this movie came out. That's crazy, right? Bad Batch, don't know. Dark Crimes, don't know. Sonic the Hedgehog 2020 blew the heck up. He was the villain in that. Awesome. Don't know Kidding, SNL, Super Bowl, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, awesome. I haven't watched it, but people loved it. 2 years ago, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 came out, so he's still rolling. He's still doing his thing. Jim Carrey also has a cool childhood growing up. I read his bio. It was one of the first books I ever read was a Jim Carrey biography, and his dad was his inspiration, so he wanted to do everything to prove that he could do his thing. And when his crazy year came out where he had 3 movies, he was so nervous about it that he went to throughout the I think it was a 24-hour span or 12-hour span, he just kept movie theater hopping. He'd buy a ticket to the movie, go sit in and see if people were laughing at it, and he'd go in with a hood on. He had no idea how the movie was going to do. He was super nervous, but it's all he wanted was to be a comedian. And that was just a perfect year for him. So here's him talking a little bit about it in Jerry Seinfeld's Comedians Getting Coffee. So this is a pretty good example of why I love Jim Carrey. Just listen to how he makes you happy. He makes you want to bring happiness. I don't know.
I was a lot of with impressions. And when I started out, I was a Canadian.
Was?
I am. I sent a letter to Carol Burnett when I was 10 years old. Dear Carol, I do 120 people. I would really like to be a regular on your show like Tim Conway and Harvey Korman.
At 10?
Yeah, at 10.
That's great.
I got a letter back in the mail, and it was, of course, one of the assistants or whatever, wish you the best of luck, and it sounds like you're doing great. I was so in heaven. I got a letter from Carol Burnett, and it had Television City crest on it. I had struck the big time. I had made it. I got a letter from Hollywood. In Living Color was, I'm terrible with dates.
I love The Fireman.
Yeah, the Fire Marshal Bill, the burn victim fire department guy, was the guy that made us.
When you were really in stand-up days, what was your set like?
Well, at first, when I decided not to do the impressions anymore, I called it performance art because it wasn't funny.
So you just cut it, all
cut it out in one shot.
And what were you doing then?
I was doing 15 minutes as a cockroach, trying to avoid the vacuum cleaner. He knows that there's a couple of spots in the living room he can go. There's the baseboard over there. Over there, there's something else. I used to do Jesus, and if that were me, the Bible would be a whole different book. There'd be a scene where I'm on the cross saying, wait till my Father hears about this. You guys are gonna get it.
Kids say you guys are going to get it a lot.
You guys are gonna get it.
Yeah, so that's Jim Carrey. Just a great guy. Like, he thinks about things differently. He wanted to do stand-up, so then he just cut out all the funny parts to it. Like, just making a challenge for himself. He's awesome. So then after all of this, like, there was a period after this where, like, Jim Carrey felt like he, like, lost himself a little bit, but he's still doing funny roles. So, like, hearing him talk outside of the movies was different than how he actually felt, I guess. He's, like, very existential. He's very existential. So, like, here's two good examples of it. Like, this was after this that Will Smith slap from 3 years ago already. Him being asked about it.
I was sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. And it really felt like, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
Jim Carrey weighing in on Will Smith's Oscar controversy during a new interview with Gayle King for CBS Mornings.
They asked Chris, do you want to file charges? And Chris apparently said no, he did not.
He doesn't want the hassle. I'd announced this morning that I was suing Will for $200 million because that video is going to be there forever. It's going to be ubiquitous.
Jim Carrey was on hand promoting his new movie, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but yeah, he made it clear how he felt about Will Smith's actions on Sunday night.
You do not have the right to walk up on stage and smack somebody in the face because they said words.
Since Sunday night, the Academy has launched a formal review and
Badass Jim Carrey. Now, here's another cool one with Jim Carrey where he is at an award show, and I'm pretty sure he gets an award this night, but listen to how crazy and awesome he is.
Say Jim Carrey, yes.
What?
I've covered a lot of fashion weeks. This is the first time I've run into Jim Carrey. Wait, tell me, is it true you're wandering the streets? You need a date to the party? What's up?
No. I'm doing just fine. I just, there's no meaning to any of this. So I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
They're celebrating.
You got to admit it's completely meaningless.
Well, they say they're celebrating icons inside.
Celebrating
Do you believe
icons,
in
boy, that is just the absolute lowest aiming, possibility that we could come up with. It's like icons. Do you believe in icons? I don't believe in personalities. I don't believe that you exist, but there is a wonderful fragrance in the air.
You don't believe certain icons have the power to make change, to think differently, to be bold, to inspire others? Artistry, you're one of them.
On the good foot. Ha! Yeah. You shut it down now. Yeah, no, I don't believe in icons. I don't believe in personalities. I believe that peace lies beyond personality, beyond invention and disguise, beyond the red S that you wear on your chest that makes bullets bounce off. I believe that it's deeper than that. I believe we're a field of energy dancing for itself. And I don't care.
But Jim, you got really dressed up for the occasion. You look good.
No, I didn't.
Was that an
get dressed
accident?
up. I didn't get dressed up.
Who did?
There is no me.
There's no you.
No.
We're not here. This is a dream?
There's just things happening. And there are clusters of tetrahedrons moving around together.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's happening in our world right now? Because there is a lot of news that actually is relevant that's not that
Here's
uplifting.
the thing. It's not our world.
None
That's
of this
the
is
key.
real?
Nope.
So you're just passing
We don't
through.
matter. We don't matter.
Oh, wow.
There's the good news.
Okay.
I don't know if he was serious or not, but yeah, why is he there? Right? He hates it so much. Yeah, that's just awesome. No one talks to fashion interviewers like that. So here is where we get into the actual recent stuff. And so Jim Carrey put a lot, I feel kind of bad because this guy put a lot of work in to do he had a French award of some sort. And he spent time to learn the language and do the speech in French. But everyone's focused on his face. That says something, right? But check this out. Kind of impressive.
Comment était mon français? Presque médiocre, non? Pardonnez-moi, je ne parle pas que mon français, mais je l'en prends juste. Ma langue est fatiguée. Je vous aime tous, du fond du cœur. Merci.
So yeah, that was Jim Carrey doing his speech. I mean, obviously, you saw on the face, like totally different than the other pictures. Like, I guess it's probably just Botox, but after this interview afterwards, people started speculating that he had like a body double there. And again, he's kind of just got that normal Jim Carrey happiness when he actually is enjoying something. And it's nice to see him happy again after that whole interview from like 7 years ago where he was sassy.
Bonjour. Oh, it's a wonderful feeling. I really took on a pretty big challenge trying to do my speech in French. So, you know, I wrote it and I researched it and I practiced it like crazy. But, you know, it's, then I watched everybody like talking 1,000 miles an hour up there receiving their awards, and I was like, I'm dead. And I made mistakes and I was like a novice, but I felt a lot of love and I felt a lot of appreciation that I tried, and what I said was true, and I really wanted to recognize my family. I wanted to recognize my dad. I mean, my dad was the type of person that if you met him for 5 minutes, you felt like you knew him for 50 years. You know? I can't talk about him without getting emotional. Oh, loved it. It's so beautiful. And having Michelle, you know, Camille Coton, was also amazing. And it was just a brilliant evening, you know? Really brilliant evening. Oh my gosh. Benjamin Laverne was off the hook. I mean, I can't believe he committed to doing all that. I was really, is this about someone else? My favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now.
Thank you so much, Jim.
I mean, that last piece kind of like
Right now.
that really makes you feel like he's wearing a mask or something, right? I was sold all the way until that point. I was like, no, that's just Jim Carrey being happy. But then he goes, this is crazy. What's your favorite face?
I'm wearing right now.
The one I'm wearing right now. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. A couple people had come out and said that Jim Carrey, or somebody who said that they were actually wearing the mask, but that got debunked. And again, you saw him talking about his dad too. I mean, that felt pretty real. There's the difference in faces right there. That's a pretty good one. This is a little 2006, 20 years later. I mean, he looks pretty good for, you know. Obviously, his cheeks got raised up, right? Like, clearly. Skin was smoothed out there. He still has that little thing. It's just more covered up with Botox. Not on this side, though. Nobody is talking about his voice change. And also, he's a lot more calm now. I don't think so. I disagree with that. It's just a facelift. Even his side bands are shorter, most likely because of the facelift. Leave the man alone. No one would pull off being fake Jim Carrey. No way. True. That's a truest statement. Truest statement ever. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's just people being mean online, honestly. How can you be mean to a guy like this? So yeah, I'm gonna send you off with Jim Carrey with his facial expressions only, not saying a single word in this, being hilarious because he learned the lines in Bruce Almighty of Evan's like what's it called? On the spot, he came up with some lines of like nonsense words, and Jim Carrey like learned how to mouth them. I remember cracking up in the movie theater to this, but again, this has been The Show with Joe. I'm Joe. Thanks for watching. Smell you later.
It's Coleman weather, and now Buffalo's #1 news team.
Good evening and welcome to Eyewitness News at 6. I'm Susan Ortega.
And I'm Evan Baxter, and here's what's making news. A potential scandal with the Buffalo PD surfaced today when the mayor demanded that the chief of as a response to allegations. I'm sorry, I'd say perhaps something stuck in my...
Somebody get him some water, please.
It looks like my new co-anchor may need a glass of water.
Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. In other news, the Prime Minister of Sweden visited Washington today, and my tiny little nipples went to France.
What did he just say?
Check the prompter. Prompter's fine.
Evan, read the copy, please. The copy's good. Just read it.
The White House Reception Committee greeted the Prime Rib Roast Minister, and I do the cha-cha like a sissy girl. I like a do the cha-cha. I'm sorry, we seem to be having some technical difficulties. In other news, my apologies. Do caca boo boo. Sing the pee pee.